Hey, this is Nimble Will Nomad 83, the oldest to hike the Appalachian Trail. Holy cow. This is NPR via Associated Press or vice versa. The 83-year-old man from Alabama named MJ Sonny Eberhart hit the record book Sunday as the oldest hiker to complete the Appalachian Trail. He is known by his trail name Nimble Will Nomad, and acknowledged that despite having put tens of thousands of miles under his belt, the trail was tough going at his age, leading to quite a few spills on slippery rocks. Wow, there he is hiking. Whoa. Nimble Will Nomad. Yeah, wow. That's really cool. Hiking the AT. Yeah. So good for him. That's really good for him. So it's never too late to hike the Appalachian Trail. Wow, that is really cool. So anyway, I'll put a link to this article in the description below, comments below, and you can read it. It's cool. Okay, now I'm going to send it out to Dave outside on this beautiful 8th of November. There's some gorgeous foliage out there right now. We are in the peak of it right here in western North Carolina, and he'll do some letters. So take it away, Dave. Ooh, 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 look at the beautiful colors. The beautiful leaves. The beautiful colors. Hello, everybody. It's Camo Dave here on the 8th. The 8th of November, 2021. Let's do some letters. Getting rid of the pack rats. Oh, GB Marie. Getting rid of the pack rats is not going to work. There are millions upon millions of them. They have been there for a very long time. They have thousands of acres to breed and move about in, including their properties. Yeah, here's the deal. Okay, you've got Aja and Fred, Ed, whatever his name is, and a couple other folks there that own this land there up in beautiful Williams, Arizona. But it's in, it's the high desert, right? And the pack rats live there. There are millions of them, right? That's their native habitat. They've probably been living there for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. And now you're introducing some changes into the ecosystem. You're planting stuff. Aja's busy planting a garden there. She's, has plans for next year and all that. They've got human beings, eating and cooking and partying, and they've got food around, and, it's all this stuff. They've got, the composting toilet, and, you know what rats like. Rats like stuff like that, And it's just a giant beacon, probably the beacon from all over northern Arizona. Rats, pack rats, head over to the Panda property. I'm just saying they're making an ecosystem change. I don't want to sound like some sort of an eco-lefty, but they're making an ecosystem change there. And yes, they could try to knock off the rats that come on the property, but man, I don't know. That's going to be very interesting. I think Aja's good-hearted, and I think she's trying to do the best there, but she's making some eco changes to a system there, and it's going to be very interesting to see how it all works out with especially the native critters, including and especially the pack rats, which are going to go after the food and the crops and the plants and the poop and the whatever. Lawrence says Brian, that's Adventure Van Man Brian, is en route to the beet harvest. Okay, that's up in Minnesota, North Dakota, stuff like that, right? So he's a hardworking guy. He does a lot of jobby poos. He just got back a month or two ago from the fishing thing over there in Alaska, right? Brian Adventure Van Man. Anyway, so you work hard for 14 days and you make some cash, Lawrence also discusses what who is doing about the cat. The pet angel and all that other stuff, and the cat prints, the cat paw prints, and what's going on there. Most people put their cat in a pillowcase, dig a hole, and bury it, or they find and make a fire and cremate the pest instead of wasting a couple grand for a memorial service for their cat. We call this old school. We had several dogs when I was a kid, and they all passed away eventually. One of them my dad did just bury in the backyard. He wasn't supposed to. The rules were not, you're not allowed to bury pets in your backyard there in beautiful urban Fairfax County, Virginia. But nobody cared. And then the other pets, I believe the county did have a pet pickup service for passed away pets, so you could have them pick your pet up. But yeah, we never, again, it wasn't even in a concept to spend money on a memorial for the pet. I don't know. We all had the memories up here, and that was enough. We were talking about Lorrie kind of moving, Lorrie's way, how she moved to a new location there, not far from where she was camping, but she was with some famous nomads like Randy and, Living Free Mike and some other folks. Nooks and Crackers says, probably because her campmates didn't want unwelcome visitors, she put out an open invite to all her subscribers. She did. She did put up a video that basically said, here's where I am very specifically, and come visit and let's have some fun. And I guess the folks that were around there said, hey, wait a minute, we want a little bit of privacy here, and, you should. It's good etiquette if before you, check with your campmates to see if everybody is welcoming to, just let all your subscribers show up. Hey, open invitation. And, that's probably what a good idea. And then, as Lorrie has done, probably, go ahead and move somewhere else so that, she can accommodate all the visitors and they won't bother the other folks that kind of want their privacy. You kind of got to get, that's kind of the way things go, I guess, out there in the desert, right? Pauline says, gotta say, Camo Day, your subscribers, not all, have the most mean, insensitive, unkind, and sometimes vile comments I have ever read on any other channels I follow. Who are these people that they can spew such negativity so effortlessly? It's really quite sad. Again, we do go through and bonk comments. That's the official term, bonk the comments that are really, terrible. And again, it's a kind of a gray area between what is really, in one person, it's constructive criticism. In the other area, you can read the same comment and someone could say, no, that's really nasty. Again, if you see a comment that you really think is over the top, copy and paste it and send me the name of the video and the date, and send it to camodave@gmx.com. Put questionable comment on it, and I will certainly take a look at it. I think I'm the only channel that does that. Is there any other channel that has that policy? I don't know. Ian Heffernan says you can pedal an electric bike just like a normal bike and get your exercise. Yeah, you can go on a longer trip. Somebody else was posting here in the comments that you can do a longer trip on an e-bike. Say you want to go 60 miles, and you can pedal for part of it and then use the mechanical, electrical, whatever it is, to get you through some parts of it. So yeah, I'm not saying it's totally unhealthy to have an e-bike, but some people, I think, just e-bike it, don't do the pedaling part. But a mix of that would be good if, say, you want to go a long distance. We do see a lot of nomads right now pushing selling e-bikes on their channel because it's Christmas time, and we get in November we're going to see a lot of people hawking jackeries and e-bikes and internet services, and that's just the way it is this time of the year. People need the money. Oh, Bobby says Lorrie did not have at least 30,000 subs to park in celebrity parking in that campground. That's right. This is celebrity parking only over here with Randy and Mike. Yeah, sorry, Lorrie. We were talking about Campulance Man David there getting his vehicle, his ambulance that he lives in, level, which is kind of interesting when you're camping out, in nature. It's not always easy to have your vehicle level, for reasons of comfort, for reasons of cooking, and also Go Frugal says you need a level vehicle for your propane fridge so your water flows correctly, and to get better satellite television, right? Okay, so there's a number of reasons why you need some sort of a leveling facility, or as David did in the Campulance Man, do it on the fly. Nancy says that if Eric opened the box with the cremains of jacks, he would probably find out those are not his cat's ashes. The company probably keeps ashes from a fireplace to use. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, and it's a sort of a rip-off to think you're getting your cat's ashes. You know, again, when they do, you know, cremate pets, they're usually done in batches. That's what I've been told. They don't do one at a time. So they might do a couple dogs and some cats all together, or several cats. You don't know when you're getting the cremation remains of your pet from one of these services. Is it really your pet? I don't know. You really don't know, do you? Elizabeth says, for someone who doesn't talk about Eric, I sure talk about him all the time. Look, he's a major nomad. He's been on the scene for over the 5 years that I've been covering nomads here. He has, he says he has 1.2 million subs. He really only has over 200,000. That's a weird one, isn't it? That little thing that pops up on his channel. Anyway, he has a lot of subs. And, you know, when stuff happens, like, you know, his beloved cat passes away and all this drama happens, you know, we have to report on it. You know, I'm not putting him on the front burner. We don't report on what he does every day. But, you know, there's certain things that rise to the level of, hey, you know, my audience is interested in certain things. And, you know, when, you know, the other people that don't want us talking about them, like certain Carolyns and the Kennys and the whatevers, you know, when certain things happen, like they get hospitalized or they have serious pet issues, we kind of got to cover them, you know, because they're putting their stuff up in public on YouTube. And finally, KC says, the quartzsite LTVA's long-term visitors areas are clown shows thanks to these tribal groups, the various nomadic tribal groups, yes. It is entertaining to watch for about 5 minutes, yeah. It is fun kind of seeing everybody first arriving and and hooking up with their various nomadic tribes, but it's going to get boring pretty fast, I think, you know. We'll try to make it, we will try desperately here at the Camo Dave channel to make it as interesting for you as possible. Yes. Ziggy with it. Commando Dave. That's right. That's right. Commando Dave is signing off right now.